Guys, welcome into Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, everybody. Today's episode, XRP's momentum is shocking. And what are we in for moving forward with XRP? Oh my gosh. Well, hang on. Sorry, guys, I had my side check on to make sure my volume is good. Apologize. Yeah, we are rocking and rolling with XRP. We've got the lawsuit completed, ETFs coming up. Boy, we've got Project Crypto happening. We've got the executive order for 401k being signed by Trump. We've got the, let's see, we've got more in my notes here. Let's see, we got SEC waiver, issued a waiver removing the bad actor qualification rule. That was August 8th. I don't know if we're aware of that. They got issued. So SEC, the Securities, and welcome in this morning. Hey, Chris, welcome in. Afternoon for you, right, Chris? I think, in the UK. What's up, man? Good morning. Yeah, we have an issue D waiver, Regulation D waiver issued by the SEC to Ripple on August 8th, which essentially says that they basically can fundraise more easily now. It removes the bad, and other things too, it removes the bad actor in quotes qualification under Rule 506D, enabling Ripple to raise funds privately from accredited investors again, circumventing prior roadblocks. Pretty huge, guys. That's big stuff. Yep, afternoon for Chris. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome back into the show, and to others who are in here this morning, welcome back into Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with the Crypto Tank. And would you guys please tap like and subscribe if you don't mind? If you haven't already, and it helps a lot, please. Thank you. Appreciate that a lot. Hate to keep asking, but got to do it. Don't forget VivoPower, $100 million Ripple equity purchase. They purchased 100 mil of Ripple. VivoPower plans to buy, and I think they already did, 100 million of Ripple Labs shares, subject to Ripple's approval, giving them exposure to 211 million XRP at an implied 47 cent token price. And I think that happened already. 86% discount to market prices. Makes VivoPower the first U.S. public company offering dual exposure to Ripple equity and XRP tokens. A creative treasury strategy is what this is, and it's pretty smart too. BNY Mellon, don't forget, named primary custody for RLUSD reserves. Don't forget, Ripple just purchased Rail for their stablecoin advancement. Acquisition of Toronto-based Rail, 200 mil, expected to close in Q4 this year. To bolster cross-border payments back office capabilities and to further their stablecoin prowess. Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin prowess. Don't forget that Blue Origin also just moved in, accepting XRP payments. Oh, they want their hands on some XRP, does Blue Origin. Western Union is acquiring Intermex. Let's not forget about that. A user of XRP's on-demand liquidity services. 500 mil for that puppy, which may expand Ripple's settlement footprint. Guys, what do you think all this means with regulatory clarity to pro-crypto White House? And more, and 13% of the folks being into crypto, and another 60-something% coming in shortly in some years. What the heck do you think that does to XRP's price? Not financial advice. Cheers. My mic, I have named it. I bump it every morning, so I cheers it, and then I, of course, most mornings when I have to name it, because when it pisses me off and it won't stay where it's supposed to, I've got to get a little rough with it and say, look, regulatory clarity and summary. Well, let's not summarize just yet. I want thoughts on this, and there's just a few people in here this morning. What are your thoughts on this, please, in the comments? What do you think this does to XRP's price? This is what it is. It's not like, all right, because here's more now. So ProShares, Grayscale, Bitwise, 21 shares, Franklin Templeton. Oh boy, there are more than that. Canary Capital, All filed for spot ETFs applications. BlackRock, however, confirmed that no immediate plans for one, because if they did that, that would send XRP's price just too. No, we're playing the suppression game. You know, can't announce that just yet. Now, can you, BlackRock? That would send things shooting. Approval odds for the spot ETF have soared, models estimating around 88 to 90% chance of approval in 2025 at the end of this year here. And analysts at Bloomberg place it at nearly 95%. The crypto tank puts it at about 110%. And we're ready to see the inflows come. That's what's going on concerning that. That is my opinion. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please don't think it is, because it's not. And yeah, good morning, Doug. How you doing this morning, buddy? What's up, man? We are doing our thing here this morning. On Crypto Info, blockchain made easy with the crypto knucklehead here. Go ahead and tap like and subscribe if you don't mind, because we're trying to have some fun and we're trying to, I'm trying to make money with crypto. I don't know what you guys are doing. That's not my business. But I like to talk like Thurston Howell when I'm making money in crypto. Please don't dirty the suitcase as you take it out of the sand there, Gilligan. 3.96 trill for a crypto market, 60 for a fear and greed. We're 10 percentage. I guess that's an index. So is that would be a percentage, a ratio. Anyway, we're 10 whatever points or percentage points or whatever you want to call it into fear and greed. Into the greed. We have $118,996,000 Bitcoin, almost 119,000. We had some activity yesterday, of course, with the old Bitcoin. We had some activity, and then we had some droppage down here. Wait, hang on. That's the 1 month. I didn't think that made sense. Yeah, we had some droppage down here. 118-ish down here, 118.5. We're now heading back up here. We're getting back up. We was up here yesterday, yo. Yeah, we were doing our thing, man. The old Bitcoin. Not a huge fan of the old Bitcoin, but you know what? I like them all. I don't have to be a huge fan. I hold it. I like it. I want it to do well. What's going on with XRP? Ethereum's in at $4,387 per coin. XRP's at $3.17. Our beloved XRP. I'm always in doubt, so I'm always going to be zooming out. Let's see. $3.34 on a 7-day and $3.56 and 62 or 64 cents or whatever we did here. Back on 7/18. So if we pop back to a year, look at this nice little valley from this trough to this trough. And then let's get out on the 1 year, and we all know what happened there. And then we have this whole valley, and this whole valley. And then we have this mini little valley from Trump pump to a whole bunch of tariff garbage to pumping back up past Trump pump. Can we see? Can you see the trend line being drawn? Guys, do you see how this works? Do you see that if we come back and draw a trend line from here like this, we going up here, dogs? XRP has to be up here because of his chart too. We've got to be able to come and draw a trend line like this on an all when we get out to here. In this point in time on this timeline here that runs across, when we get out here, we need to be up here because of this trend line. See? Do you see? I know you do. All right, we can get into some others. Let's quickly get into VeChain because I want to see what it is doing on the... And some folks know or do not know about VeChain or like or do not like. Some people don't like ICP. I don't know. Maybe they do, they don't. Maybe some people do or don't like Algorand, Myota, Sui, Caspa. I say Casper as well. Oh boy, Quant, XLM, XTC, of course, XRP, HBAR. None of this is ever financial advice, and you would never buy anything because of what I said or did. Did I mention Algorand or Cosmos because this is not financial advice, or did I mention VeChain? And I'm not a financial advisor. I tried to interweave it that time, guys. So silly how I have to keep saying that, but I have to. Look at this dip for VeChain coming down in at 2 cents. What? All right, cuz let's look at VeChain's all-time high at 27 cents. Let's hop over to Fiat League. Not a lot of movement. A little bit of trading happening, though. Yeah, there is some movement, actually. Because we're trading 315,000 VeChain. Sorry, 380,000 VeChain. Excuse me. 400,000 VeChain in the past minute. Are you looking at this number? Over 400,000 VeChain moving in the past minute. That's what that's showing. From wallets, look at it. These are all the wallets right here. Oh, now hang on now. Now hold on just 1 minute. Because if we grab our beloved XRP and take a peek at it, oh, XRP be moving it. Look at it go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Yeah, XRP is moving. Trading 380,000 or so in the past minute. But similar, though, to VeChain. You seeing? Are you catching it? There goes Cardano. There goes ADA. 230,000 or so trading in the past minute. How about Aave? Another crush. There's so many. There are so many, guys. Where do we end? 486 of them traded in the past minute? Moved from wallets in the past minute? Interesting. How about AVAX? 821 in the past minute. Interesting. Good on all that. And getting back now to, let's not forget about Caleb and Brown, because we have our live interview coming up with Jim Bazzani from Caleb and Brown. This is this Monday coming, not tonight, but this Monday coming next, the 18th at 5:30 Mountain Time. Please tune into that, because that is going to be fun. Let me jump back to the charts real quick. And let's get to very quickly. By the way, Render, any of these, is it Render? Is Render one of them? And there's also, I think, well, I have some Fetch, full transparency. These AIs, isn't Render an AI? And these artificial intelligence coins. Yeah, no. These AI coins, interesting. Yeah, I grabbed some Fetch. I love Flare as well, just so you know. I don't think there's anything wrong with Flare. Let me get some of this going. Oh yeah, that's a little better. All right. Not a huge fan as far as didn't purchase a lot of big fan, but didn't purchase a lot of Flare. I hope you guys did. Not financial advice ever on the channel. I hope somebody got a whole bunch of Flare. XDC, full transparency, did get a whole bunch of XDC, full transparency. Don't say what you guys got on the channel. It's not really the best idea. You could say you got it. I wouldn't say exact amounts and things. Who knows what a lot is to somebody. IOTA got a bunch of that. Sandbox got a bunch of that. Gala got a little bit of that, not a bunch. I have a buddy who got a bunch of that, a bunch of the Gala. And Jasmine, smart dude. That was a smart dude. You know who you are. Helium, I jumped over. Did not get the old Helium. I'll just tell you kind of how I think about some of these coins, you guys. Onyx coin, I did actually get some way back. ApeCoin, I did not. Zebek, I missed entirely. I didn't even see it. Multiverse, I saw, didn't get. Kava, saw it, didn't get. Axie Infinity, saw it, didn't get. Wormhole, saw, did not get. Knucklehead, I am. Should have gotten it. Gnosis, no. Didn't know about Gnosis. Haha. Should have gotten that one. AMP, I did know about, and I did find out about. And boy, did I jump down on some AMP. My goodness. Saw Mina, did not mine a Mina. Did not get, should have. I would have made a whole ton of money with Mina. Did see Zilliqa, have it, full transparency, whole ton. BAT, basic attention coin. Running with Brave Network and what it does for Brave Network. Please research that. Have a whole ton of that one. Full transparency. I did see that one. Ox Protocol. Just because my ex married an Ox, the last name Ox, I got that one. Thought that was fun. Shout out to the Ox family. What's up, guys? Ondo US. No, that's a stable. We're trying to stay stable, I think. Yeah, USDY. I did look at that, though. Falcon and I looked at that, too, and I'm like, okay, these guys are, like, trying to be some type of a balanced coin or something. That was way back when I didn't know what a stable was. Zebu, totally missed. Saros, no. Try to stay away from that. Sounds like Soros. White Rock, I don't know. Interesting antithesis. Never saw that one, though. Snack, not snake. Never saw that one. That looks interesting. Is that a meme? Hold on now. This is how this happens. Just running through and being like, now, wait a minute. We experienced a nice little pump here. What's going on with this little puppy? And then, you know, you can go to the white paper and start checking out and seeing what it is. And I'm not saying we're doing that right now. We're not interested in all of that. But that's what we would do. That's what I would do. Never financial advice on the channel. Remember yesterday's episode, please. First step, research. And then when you're done, before you go to step 2, you're researching again. And then when you get to step 2, you're going back to step 1 and researching again. Astar, I did not do. I saw it. Alchemy Pay, I saw it. Did not get them. I only had so much money to put in 2 guys. I had to pack bags on all my other things. XPR Network I thought was interesting, being the kind of the opposite of XRP. How silly. I don't know what that little thing does. I forgot. I had looked at it at one time. But nothing wrong. Holo I saw and didn't get. Nothing wrong with jumping through some of these low caps back here and just seeing what they are, what they do, checking out tokenomics and so forth. Yeah, I saw this one too here, Cadena. Some of them are going to jump some of these low caps back here. Anyway, interesting to jump back. Let me get back to the show. I feel like that kind of is the show, but it's not. That's what I do in my personal time. I jump back and see what in the world is going on with the top players in crypto, or some of the lower players that are not top players in crypto, you know. Do you guys enjoy jumping around and checking out new coins? I don't know. I wonder what you guys do. If you guys are risky or not, or if you guys just kind of hodl and, you know, play it safe. I got tons of people in the comments. This is what I mean, you guys. I'm such an idiot. All right. Welcome into Crypto Info. Blockchain made easy with your knucklehead Jack. I can't swear. See what I mean? You can't swear. It sounds so stupid. Like you. Horse pooey. Come on. Can't swear on the channel. Kind of bull pooey, isn't it? Sounds so stupid. There's no impact. I'm an idiot. I don't get to comments like I'm supposed to. Sorry, guys. And hello, guys. Welcome in. This is where I get all pumped up when I see all my peeps in here. Welcome in, Chris Baxter. Welcome, Mr. Doug. Turkey Base, what's up? Welcome in. Todd, what's up, man? Todd, you the man. Boy, if you knew Todd, if you knew this dude Todd, you would be like, he is the man. This dude's cool as you can possibly imagine. What up, Todd? Filecoin. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to check Filecoin in a sec there, Mr. Todd. Thank you for the tip. And yes, Mr. Nelson, good morning, brother. How are you this morning? It's great to see you in here this morning. Welcome, all my people. My wife cracks up and she's like, she watched the cast. She's like, you're so dumb. You're so dumb, dude. She's like, people come in and just like start jumping up and down like a schoolgirl. Like, you're so stupid. Anyway, I am kind of like that. I'm a little knucklehead. We are trying not to have any type of an ego that we're ever aware of here on this channel. That's our goal, because when we operate that way and try not to drink coffee, because I don't except for some days, we can stay level-headed so that we can look up coins and find coins and later crush it financially. Never financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor. Nice point, Todd. Would you just, guys, nothing looks like this, and no chart looks like that on the all. You guys probably know that if you've been looking at a bunch of charts. Nice call, Todd. See what I mean? My boy Todd's smart. This is my buddy Todd. Full transparency, he's awesome. Todd's smart. You know why? Because Todd's smart. That's why. Nice job, dude. Yeah, I got only a little Filecoin and nice point. I think it's, but hey, never financial advice on the channel. You're never buying anything is what I say. I think I'm going to buy myself some Filecoin. I think I'm gonna. I really do. And my voice is getting all weird like that because I'm getting excited, and I got to try not to be. We don't get excited when we purchase or sell or think about it or anything. Pull myself back down now. Now look at that, child. What do you got for what? Hang on. You got a $237 on top. What? It's buy time. I agree, I agree, Mr. Todd. It's at $2.39. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I blew a gasket. Yo, it's buy time on Filecoin. No, I'm not a financial advisor, and you're never buying anything is what I say or do on Filecoin. You know what it does, right? Filecoin's interesting. I got to get to the comments. No, Todd, you demand. And thanks for the heads up on Filecoin, dude, because I forgot. And I'm going to show you and check you. Horse Spooey, Chris Baxter says. Freaking hilarious, dude. All right, now look at this. Wait, hang on. Wait, what? Wait, what? Look at this. What chart looks like Filecoin? Hold on. Wait, let me. Come on, you son of a. Kidding. Completely joking. But what chart looks like Filecoin? Let's see. On the all. No, certainly not, right? And I know you guys know. Now let's look at BNB. BNB. No, does not look like. And remember, this is that steady climber. You want to talk about a steady climber? Look at BNB's all time. Boy, did all of us miss this puppy, even at just kind of like, $9-10. I mean, I say all of us. Some of you guys probably saw BNB, but no chart looks like that on the all. Look at the climbing. Look at the, you know what I mean? Now watch. Now look at Filecoin again. How far down is Filecoin? It's not that far. Not so far that I have to go typing it in, but I want to try to be as fast as I can. Number 56 or so is Filecoin. And look at the heart. You see what I mean with the spike? It's like they found alien life. It's literally like that wow spike. Remember that wow spike that SETI found and Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence found back in the day on that chart, and the dude wrote wow with an exclamation mark next to the signal. Caught some background noise of supposedly intelligent life. That biatch looks like, that really wasn't the swear now, was it? That looks like the spike. Hang on, I'm realizing I don't have one of my lights on now. Hold on one second. All right, I'm back. I didn't have a light on, and I was wondering, I thought, it's kind of dark in here. All right, guys, that's like a freaking extraterrestrial life found spike. Holy Christmas. Yeah, $2.52 for a Filecoin. Maybe buy time. Maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think about Filecoin? Would you please tell me in the comments, because I'm very interested in grabbing new coins as time has passed, and it's time to buy some more for yours truly, because full transparency on the channel, believe it or not, I'm not a financial advisor. I thought that'd be funny. That wasn't that funny. This guy likes laughing at himself, huh? Yeah, I do. I'm an idiot. Welcome to the Idiot Crypto Guy. We have no ego that we are aware of on this channel. We don't operate that way. We don't pump up on coffee and then go try to trade or try to figure out which crypto we're going to purchase. I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice, but my advice always is to, at least if you're not going to cut out coffee in your life, don't do it while you're trading. You're deluding yourself. Trust me. I'm not talking down either. I'm talking from experience. Now, the second thing to consider is always, did I mention don't be emotional when you're when one's trading? This is for educational purposes, by the way, not financial advice. Did I mention that when I trade, I do not get emotional and I don't use emotions? Did I mention that I research my ever-loving frickin' pants off and then go research again? And when I think I'm done, I go back and I research one more time. And then when I'm done, the next day, first I sleep on it, and then I go back to it again and make sure the research I did the day before was proper, and I research again. And then I research that entire day, and then I go to sleep on it again and think, you know what? I kind of have it, I think, but I missed this. Whoa, I don't like this. I got a red flag right now because I put those pieces together and I've slept on it 2-3 nights. Now I research it again the entire next day. Research and research and I research and I research and I keep going and going and going. And that's how come, without bragging, and I'm not a financial advisor, my wife will attest to this, or people in my life, that I chose my projects way back when, 5 years ago or so, and some a little bit sooner. And out of 46 projects or so, I am saying that I did not really move much with my projects. And in fact, I bought more in terms of dumping. I realized I had chosen the proper project, including all the ISOs, and I loaded up heavy way back before anybody ever talked about it on the. Oh, and by the way, my buddy Todd knows about this. So Todd, if you're still in the comments, you better back me up, bro. You know this to be true in our personal. Todd is my buddy in my personal life. Todd, you got to throw this out there and tell everybody to back me up, because nobody's going to believe me. I'm not going to put my wife on the show. That I found the ISOs and I bought them heavy. And my wife told me months later, and she goes, how come I'm hearing everybody on YouTube talking about these ISOs now? You were talking about that like 6 months or whatever. I'm like, I know, I found them early. And she goes, but we bought them, right? You bought them. I'm like, I know. So anyway, yeah, Todd, you better back me up. I'm not seeing anybody in these comments now. Todd, you best back me up on this one, buddy. I'm counting on you. No, I don't need Todd to back me up. I mean, it'd be cool, but yeah, I found the ISOs like 6 months before anybody talked about them. Not one word on any YouTube channel of any of the crypto people. And I'm going to get loud. I'm telling you the truth. I found the ISOs and I bought them and loaded up heavy on them way early, before 6 months before anybody mentioned them. I swear to you. And it was this that did it. There's an eye that's a third eye. And boy, can it be helpful, my God, my personal God, our personal God, our connection to the Almighty God. Anyway, the show's not for that now, is it? Thoughts on all of this, folks, in the comments. And boy, nobody backing me up. Todd, you must have tuned out, and that's fine. All right, we got a bunch of viewers in, though, and I'm at a point now in the show where I've completed my material. And it's okay, but folks don't want to be active in the comments, and that's okay too. And I'm not saying that like that. You guys are fantastic. I'm at a loss for what else I'm going to cover and stay interesting, because I do actually have time to stay on. You know what I'll do? Here's what I'll do, because I know folks do want to stay on and keep this lovely show going. I'm doing this because I think it's freaking hilarious, and it's going again.
The first thing that happens is they try to go, oh, it's nothing. Every new technology comes along, the incumbents, the status quo, all say it's nothing, and then all of a sudden it's too big to get in there. You know, they're going, oh my God, I got to face this thing, and then they all line up.
Hold on, Jackass is going to interrupt him real quick. Hold on. I know I just interrupted, but Jackass is going to interrupt him real quick.
And they wrap their arms together and they say, we're not letting this happen. And then it keeps going. And then they say, let's sue them, or let's go get the government.
There's another thing they do. They adopt the technology. I think
no, that's at the end.
They will adopt
no,
this technology.
No, this is the last thing they do. No,
it's like
it's after. It's after. Right. It's after the press planting. They plant the press stories. They put out lawsuits. They create as much of a fuss as possible. They try to get their government friends involved. And then they go, oh, God, this thing's happening.
Oh, boy. I don't know. They're oh, boy, Draper, you're not playing games. They don't like that one. Oh, boy. They get all their friends involved like that. Oh, boy. A little too much truth. I don't know. Oh, Tim Draper, I love that dude. Comments, guys. You guys are awesome. I think, wait, hang on. Take great. My question is, my feed is filled up with the SEC, filled up with the SEC case being essentially over. May you give some insight on what this means with the SEC case being over? Okay, let me give you some insight. Sorry, I missed your question, Turkey Base. This is my challenge is, I've got to be careful to pay attention to comments. Now, what does this mean, impact of the SEC case being over? Well, the first thing that it means is that, in my opinion, I'm going to give you my opinion. The first thing that it means is that they can stop now with, they'll have no effect, meaning the SEC and others calling, at least maybe on behalf of the SEC, calling companies that Ripple is attempting to partner with and saying, hey, now I know the case is over, but like, are you sure you really want to mess with Ripple? And you sure after this lawsuit and everything and blah, blah, blah. And dissuading, let's say, for lack of better terms, that was happening for a while. That kind of stuff, no more. The floodgates are open, in other words, for regulatory, for more than lawful. Well, yeah, lawful too, because it's been laid down now by the judge. So it allows for XRP, for Ripple and XRP to proliferate like they couldn't before in this country as well. Largest market on the planet. What's so hilarious is they rocked the house outside this country while the whole suit was going, wrapped all that up, and then came back home and were like, let's finish this show up, guys. And that's, I think, you want my opinion, that's what it allows for, is them, how they went over abroad because they had to, and literally set up brick and mortars as well. They're operating in other countries now, in Ireland, and this, you guys know this. And it really secured positioning in other countries, did Ripple while this suit was going on because they had to do it elsewhere. Then now come back home, and now this case that's what I think this allows for the last piece of the puzzle here, which is, solidifying operations and tentacles, Ripple, payment tentacles here in the U.S. now, laying them all down, all these tendrils, all the root system underneath the ground. And then, of course, we know the permission features are not turned on the ledger yet. So we're not using the ledger yet, are we? No, we're not. I don't know. People think the banks are using XRP and things. No, the ledger's not turned on yet, you guys. So I don't know if you guys thought that it was. I think a lot of people thought it was, because I sure thought it was. I'll tell you that right now. I thought it was on. I was shocked to find out. No, open permission features are not turned on the ledger yet. So high grade enterprise utility can't happen. Not just yet. Nope. So once the switch is flipped with permission features being turned on the ledger, and we just had 2.5.0 upgrade, and you know that, and that's part of this whole thing. But so they're ready, they're locked and loaded, they just upgraded, but they're not turned on yet. They're not being used yet. So that's my opinion. That's where it takes this, as far as if you're asking price movement and where it takes it. Turkey base. I am going to shout out at you, and I'll give you a time horizon. I will shout out at you where this sends XRP's price in the next. People don't like too long of a time frame. They don't like to wait that long, and I get it. Not even in their mind imagining, and I get it. Let's call it a year. A year out, XRP's price. Everything fully active, switch flipped, switch turned on, regulatory clarity, everything happening, all cylinders fired. I'm saying in a year from now, I don't know, we could easily be looking at $100 XRP. Easily. Because here's the deal. Uh-oh, he's going to that whiteboard again. He's putting up some hieroglyphics again. All right, so now here's the thing. No, I'm kidding. I was trying hieroglyphics. Here's the thing. You got a bunch of light switches, right? Well, hang on. Wait. Here it is. You know that light switch that's got like freaking five little switches on it? Right? It's got a bunch, right? Wow, I just had a thought on this. This will make Swens sense. Hang on, I got a note coming across my desk. Ah! Okay, so the channel. Now, guys, I don't know how you guys are with crypto, but I am going to say probably the best wife on the planet. I'm going to say the best. You guys probably all think, I hope you think your wife is the best. I am saying my wife is the best on the planet. Why? Because my wife is involved in the channel, with the channel. And my wife listens to the channel. And she heard me this morning. And she purchased a butt ton of Filecoin. Because she's awesome. Dude, what? Yeah, dudes be hiding by purchasing crypto from the wife. It's hilarious. My wife supports my channel, and then she goes and buys what I'm saying. No, you know, guys, life sometimes it just does not get any better. It really doesn't, including you guys being here in the comments. This is such fun stuff for me. Could not imagine myself doing anything else other than this, you guys. Such a blast. Oh my gosh. If these are the switches on the light switch, you guys. One is regulatory clarity, right? One, of course, turkey base is the suit being over. Crazy acquisitions. Crazy acquisitions and partnerships. And upgrades to the ledger. Pro Crypto White House. Hold on. We don't have enough. Hold on. I knew I was going to run out. There's so many more. Hang on. Open permission features. Turned on the ledger. They're not turned on yet. For us to use this. For the banks to use this. And there are more, by the way. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A magic number 7. A magic number 7 flipped this switch. Guys, what's going to happen is someone walk into the room and just flip all these effing switches at one time, yo. Plop! That's what's getting ready to happen to XRP. Do you get it now? I know you do. I know you got it before I did that, but I hope that illustration on our lovely whiteboard lays it out for you, and I hope you guys can read that. Can you even read that? Wait, hang on. Watch what I'm going to do for you. Hold on. Whoa. Hold on one second. And there you have it. Now, don't you? Who has something to add to this list? Who has something to add to the list? What other switch is going to be flipped? That they're basically all going to get flipped at the same time. That's what's so wacky about this crap. Look at it. You got open permission features that are going to be turned on the ledger. They're not turned on yet. They are going to be turned on. I'm going to say they're all doing that all at the same time. As far as fertile ground being laid, regulatory clarity, and it's not stopping. As far as regulatory framework and law and stablecoin law and now Clarity Act delineating the line between CFTC, Commodities and Futures Trades Commission, and also the SEC. Ripple case being over, turkey base mentioning. Crazy acquisitions, I mean, come on, guys. This just goes on and on. Also, connecting with, oh my gosh, Rail to push the stable coins further. BNY Mellon being the custody for, I'm going to tweak out. There's too many things. Are you guys kidding me? No wonder why Bitcoin maxis are flipping out. And I'm not trying to be mean either. I would be too if if Bitcoin had all this stuff going for them. Bitcoin has a store value going for them, and I'm not saying it's bad. But it's King Daddy and it's Trailblazer, and thank the Lord for Bitcoin and Ethereum. First mover advantage. God bless you. Here's the thing. Guess who's ready to take over? There's a new sheriff in town. It's called XRP. Dudes, I'm telling them 95% of my listeners are guys. Gentlemen, I will tell you this. Look the fuck out. Now, you couldn't make out if that was a swear or not. Look the F out. Here's what's coming. Gentlemen, gentlemen, start your engines. And there's like frickin' 7, 8, 9 engines or light switches that are on the same circuit, same switch. Ooh, that was a nice same circuit. Engines, racing, circuit. Nah, no good. Flip them all at the same time. That's it. Lights out. A third one? What? This guy's crazy. Yeah. Not lights out, lights on. Biatches. This thing's over. I don't know what else to say. Like, what? I don't even have them all up. There's probably freaking 15 light switches. There are more. There are more light switches or arms of Ripple and XRP's activity in the real world that are going to flip on all basically at the same time than just those. And I think y'all know. That's why you guys are on this channel. Oh, boy. And that's why I'm flipping. Well, I'm flipping out. The reason why is because I want the whole world to know and see it that I think is cool, are cool people, because it's freeing ourselves time. It is time to free ourselves. Comments. Thank you, Marnie, for your comments. Heck yeah. Yup, it is. Yup. Yep, it is when Caleb Brown is essential. You guys got to check our episode coming up. Caleb Brown coming up this Monday, because it's not tonight. It's the next Monday, not tonight, at 5:30 Mountain Time. We're going to interview Jim Bazzani from Caleb and Brown. We're going to go over a great many things. What's going on in the state of affairs in the market, what we should be looking at, in our opinion, moving forward to make sure we're on the right road with crypto. Also, what the deal is with Caleb and Brown and how they are different from a crypto exchange that we find. As far as cash out and fees and a great number of things, security and things like that. So tune into that. We are tuning out for today. Well, let me check comments before I do it, because I say this all the time and then I miss. Yes. I like Todd's Filecoin. Marty wants to know, how do you figure out exit strategy? I get so freaked out about taking profits too early. Okay. No. Okay. Well, how we do it is we figure out where we basically want to buy. In my opinion, not financial advice. Get on something like a Caleb and Brown that's using Fireblocks custody, institutional grade custody for your crypto, so that you know it's safe. And you're setting sell orders on there so you can go enjoy your ice cream coin somewhere or whatever, and or you're at work or whatever, and you've got your sell orders set for up and down the mountain is always what I would suggest. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but that's what I suggest. going up and down the mountain on your sells. And because nobody can call the top, right? And if you see things are changing in the market, then of course go back in and change some of those sell orders that you had set. But that's my opinion. And you always want to check with your bank first, make sure they're crypto friendly. You also want to make sure that you talk to your bank manager. You want to do a couple of test transactions first, Marnie. You want to make sure that, you know, $1,000, $2,000, make sure you create basically a neural link between Caleb and Brown and your bank account, because it's going to be a wire transfer that goes through. You make sure your bank manager understands and that they know that, hey, I'm going to call you, Mr. Bank Manager or Mrs. Bank Manager, once this happens, and make sure that you know I'm sending in, you know, 750,000 or something in one pop that you can do on Caleb. Anyway, and in the meantime, in the interim, my suggestion always is to hold a majority of them on cold storage wallets, and put whatever you want to go ahead and cash out on with sell orders once they hit, you know, on Caleb. Go ahead, and I would suggest move those monies over there, those coins over there, and hold them with institutional grade custody. I'm not a financial advisor, and that's not financial advice for you. That's how I do it. You asked me. I can do, yeah, we actually did cover a video. Well, actually, we did a live on this. We did a live on this, but we can run a video. Good thought, Marty. Thank you in the comments. We can run a live video on that. Here, let me make a note. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Never a shortage of content. Never a shortage of content for the channel. We are going to, per Marnie's suggestion, video, and any other video suggestions, guys, feel free to drop them in the comments, because we will create a video on it, and because our job is to educate. Video on CMB cash out. Okay, you got it. Guys, cashing out for today. Have a great day. Thank you for coming into Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy. Tap the like and subscribe on the way out, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7. Have a great day, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Love you guys.